Hey everyone, my name is James Hunt. I'm the founder of AirbnBguide.com, and in today's video, I'm going to be explaining what is Airbnb to anyone that hasn't heard of it, or to anyone that has heard of Airbnb but doesn't really understand the concept, how you use it, and why you would use it. So Airbnb is the largest home sharing platform in the world and the largest home sharing website in the world. Now basically what that means is Airbnb is a company that allows you to rent out your home, apartment, or condo, or other living space to travelers, and it also allows you to stay at other people's places when traveling. So instead of staying at a hotel when you're traveling, whether on business or fun or vacation or whatever, you can actually stay at other people's homes, apartments, condos, sailboats, castles, tree houses, really any living space. So there are two different sides to Airbnb. Number one, there's going to be hosting. That is when you are actually renting out your space on Airbnb. And then there's going to be traveling. That's pretty self-explanatory. That's when you want to travel and you want to stay somewhere. You have the ability to stay at someone else's home. When using Airbnb, there are going to be three different types of listings. That's going to be an entire home, a private room, or a shared space. Now, entire homes and private rooms are going to be the most popular listing types on Airbnb. You don't really see as many shared spaces. That means it could be like a couch in the living room or a fold-out bed or something like that, but you're not going to have your own space. So as I said, there are two different ways that you can use Airbnb, either one as a host or number two as a traveler. If you want to use Airbnb as a host, you sign up for Airbnb and you create a new listing. Then you fill out your listing profile. You add your bank account information or a payment information, which is how people are going to pay you. You take photos of your listing, and then you submit your listing to Airbnb. Pretty simple. It should take you less than an hour to set up the entire process and actually begin hosting. If you want to use Airbnb as a guest or a traveler, it's pretty much the same thing. You sign up at Airbnb.com. You fill out your personal profile. You should also link your social media channels and your driver's license for verification purposes. This makes it to where I guess other people viewing your profile will feel more comfortable with you, that you've gone the extra step to link different personal profiles. And then you just begin looking for places to travel, which is very simple. Setting up your traveling profile will probably take less than 30 minutes, and you can begin traveling right away. I think for a lot of people who have heard of Airbnb but don't really understand the concept, their number one question is going to be, why would you use Airbnb? So I'll explain that from the hosting and the traveling side. First, I'll explain it from the hosting side. So why would you rent out your apartment or your home to strangers? Now, the number one reason that people would use Airbnb as a host is going to be to make extra income. You can make quite a bit of income every month by hosting out your home, apartment, condo, or extra space on Airbnb. Now, my wife and I rent out a private room on Airbnb. We have a very high booking rate, and we make approximately $1,200 a month by renting out our spare bedroom. Other reasons that you might want to host on Airbnb is just to meet people and have a good time. My wife and I have met a lot of people on Airbnb. We've had a lot of great experiences. One of our guests rented an airplane and took us flying over St. Petersburg. We've actually met some really good friends on Airbnb. My wife is a realtor, and we've actually helped people move to our area after they stayed at our Airbnb. So you meet a lot of cool people, you gain a lot of great experiences, and it's a lot of fun. Now, a reason that you would travel using Airbnb is kind of the opposite. So instead of making money on Airbnb as a host, you will save money traveling on Airbnb as opposed to staying in a hotel. If you're traveling to, let's say, the St. Petersburg area, a typical hotel is going to run you anywhere from $120 a night to maybe $400 a night by the beach. Now, you can travel to the same area, literally the same location, and stay for as little as maybe $40 a night. So as a traveler, most likely you're going to save quite a bit of money over staying in a hotel. Another reason that you might use Airbnb as a traveler is that you want to gain local insight into the area. Most of the time, if you stay at an Airbnb in like a private room like we have, you're going to meet the host, someone who is from the area or familiar with the area, and they're going to know all the local hotspots to go to. Another reason that you might want to travel using Airbnb is that unlike hotels that are primarily all going to be located in the same area, Airbnb rentals are located everywhere. So you might be able to stay in a more convenient place staying in an Airbnb location as opposed to staying in a hotel. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple concept, but it has revolutionized the way that people travel all over the world. If you're interested in learning more about Airbnb, you can go to airbnbguide.com, my website, or you can just go to airbnb.com, read more about the website and their process and traveling and hosting, and sign up for Airbnb.